Welcome to Shadows of Prophecy, a D&D real play podcast following the ill-omened web of lives whispered by the void, their names repeated in the darkness. Shadows of Prophecy is a Dungeons & Dragons podcast with violent themes and adult language. Listener discretion is advised. With us today to traverse through adventures of trauma and theatre, we have myself, Timothy, as our ambivalent keeper of cats.
I'm Dan, and I will be playing the human / sort of elf scholar and rogue and Count Scapula. Count like scalpel, you get it. Count Scapula, Ren.
Hi there, I'm Chris, and I'm playing the ready to tend to this bartender, Tiefling Cleric, Salvador Saltrose.
Work Diva.
I'm Russell, and I'm playing the half-orc barbarian Upri, the destined damsel of distress. Not in distress, of distress.
You cause distress.
Yes.
And I am Kendrick, and I am playing the half-elf, tired and traumatized traverser,
Example
Beyonce
A.
Bay.
All right, and I'm still dying from Salvador. Last time on Shadows of Prophecy, we arrived at the Sublime Odium to find out that Horace, the star of the show, is missing. After some expert sleuthing, they made their way to Horace's estate under the pretense of staff and maybe some questionable spells. When they arrived, they uncovered a horrendous silence apparition and something grasping Horace's face. After some uncomfortable conversation, the party decided to put all of that behind them and instead go out for a drink. Less Beyonce, which has resulted in some light flirting and a card game. So we left off with Salvador, still in the bar, Ren and Upri waiting outside. Zahir is about to go on break and has invited Salvador for a game of cards. You follow him to the back room where several of his friends are already playing. Seems that this is something that they do frequently. That when one of them is working, that they will play cards, and on breaks, they will be joined by the employee. You play several rounds of cards, laugh, have a wonderful time, and slowly realize that Zahir is really truly flirting with you, Salvador, and invites you back to his place.
And I oblige.
Yes!
That's so gentlemanlike of you.
All right, we've been waiting for 2 seasons for this. So, after break is over, he asks one of his friends to fill in for him and takes you out the front door, where you run into Upri and Ren.
How's it going?
Good. How about you? Hi, Zahir.
Oh, hi.
We're gonna go for a walk.
Yeah, walk.
Should we wait for you?
Don't worry, he'll meet you back up later.
I nod. Yep.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay. Shh, don't be weird. Let's go.
all right.
He smiles and nods at each of you, and then grabs Salvador by the arm and whisks him away. And we will follow Ren and Upri back to the house.
I was not expecting that.
So it is a house of hanky-panky.
I guess it is. Well, I don't know. I don't think Sal's paying for it. I don't think Sal would pay for it. Maybe Sal would pay for it.
Wait, you have to pay for it?
It's in some houses of hanky-panky, yeah.
Ah.
I mean, I run an establishment of a sort. I wouldn't necessarily call it a house of hanky-panky, but people do pay for, company.
Wait, so you own a business?
Yeah,
Shit, how old are you?
30.
Oh. Fuck, how old am I? I actually don't remember.
We're probably
20-something.
around the same age. Maybe you seem a little younger.
Yeah, you kind of seem like an old man, so.
Oh, thanks. It's a good thing?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with that. Oh, I'd been meaning to ask you a question. You were going to kill that guard, right?
Which one?
That you took out his legs. I took out his neck.
Yeah, I was aiming for his head and I missed.
Oh, okay. That's what I figured. That's what I thought. And we don't have to tell other people, but between you and me, it's okay. All right, we're on the same page. I guess we go back to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you make your way back to Horace's estate. One guard less this time.
Hey.
Hi.
They nod and open the gate for you.
Thank you.
Avoid eye contact.
They don't have a name nor much of a personality. They're a guard, and you make your way into the house. It's rather quiet as you enter.
I'm going to collect a few bottles of wine, and I'll meet you in the smoking room.
Yeah. Sounds like a good time to me.
All right. I'll go to the kitchen, grab a few bottles of like the nicest looking wine that's there. And then I'm going to go upstairs to Yonsei, or one of the rooms that we have for us, see if I can find Yonsei.
Yeah, one of the rooms' door is closed and the other is ajar, and you do not see anybody sleeping in the bed.
Okay. I'm going to knock on the closed door. Hey, it's it's Ren. I'm gonna creak the door open, assuming it's unlocked. Is it unlocked?
No.
Me and Upri and I are back, and I have a few bottles of wine if you'd like to come join us.
You hear Yonsei kind of get up. And then, well, you hear the door unlock. What time is it?
It's like we've been gone for like 30 minutes.
Oh, I honestly, I fell straight to sleep. I'm so tired.
Oh yeah, I understand. No pressure to join us, but I've got a really good bottle of frostberry wine. It's local from where I'm from. I found it in the cupboards. It's a whole thing where they let the berries grow until the first frost, and then they harvest them, and it gives it a really kind of sweet but like pungent taste to it. It's like really good. So if you wanted to join us, we'll be down in the smoking room.
Where is Salve home to?
Sal is busy. He went home with the bartender.
Oh, okay. I will. I will be right down.
Oh, okay. No rush.
And as I'm assuming Ren's walking away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, and Ren, do people ever tell you talk too much?
Yes, all the time.
All right. Well, this is your daily reminder. You talk too damn much.
Okay, I'll take that.
I put on a robe that I have stolen, I guess, from what's his face again? Horace. And I walk down the staircase into the smoke room.
Yeah, so you make your way down into the smoking room where Upri and Ren are already imbibing on some of the wine.
I like to think we're tossing a bottle of wine back and forth to like juggle. Or like trying to juggle. We're getting a little drunk.
That's a lot of dexterity. Why would we? I have my own bottle of wine.
Fine. I'm juggling bottles of wine.
All right.
Ta-da!
Ah, nicely done.
Yeah, I learned that. It was an early parlor trick that I learned when I was a bartender. First getting started in the city.
Ah.
Yeah.
Is that the establishment you own now?
No. It took a while to establish that place, but, I had to make a living in the meantime.
You own an establishment?
Yeah.
Jan, so nice of you to join us.
I toss you a bottle of wine.
I grab it and I set it down at the nearest table. I don't think I'm going to be drinking. Thank you very much.
Oh, I've got a non-alcoholic one. It's just juice.
I'm good. Thank you.
All right.
What are y'all talking about?
Well, I'm just trying to get to know Ren a little bit more, considering we just jumped him and Sahel a few days ago. I don't know. Feels like we've known him a while.
Yeah.
I look back at Ren and then I look at Upri, but we haven't known them a while. We've only known them for 3 days.
Right, but it feels like more. All the shit
Yeah.
we've been through in
It
those
was
3 days.
Very natural to be around each other.
Very 36 hours. So 3 days.
It's actually 72.
72.
They're
Yeah,
12-hour days here.
Yeah,
What are you
we don't
talking
know
about?
we don't know each other. Well, I guess we don't know each other while we're sleeping, so.
Didn't I tell you to be careful around this one?
We just vibe, y'all. I think it's fine.
He killed the guard upstairs.
He did.
And you helped.
I was breaking them legs.
I give you a knowing look.
I look at the floor.
I'm sorry. What is your end game here, Ren? First we come here to this, and I'm following Upri because I love her. But what are you getting out of this? Why?
Why? Why am I here? Upri put it best last we spoke. I don't know exactly why we're here, but we're here to save somebody, do something. This is bigger than us, and I don't know.
Well, that's really reassuring. We're there here to do something for someone, for something. That's very, very reassuring, Upri.
Now, y'all, I think at this point we both know Sal is the brains of the operation.
Beyonce just stares at Upri. This isn't a laughing matter. We've almost gotten killed a handful of times. You've almost killed me, and we still aren't any closer to figuring out why we're here.
I mean, we're looking for that guy.
Right. Something bad is gonna happen unless we help stop it, as far as I understand.
But something bad has already happened. We've gotten attacked multiple times. We've almost died multiple times. And we're nowhere closer to finding that someone for that something that you've mentioned.
We are a little closer.
Yeah,
because
we're
we've got
pretty
we've got an appointment set up with Vladlin tomorrow, as far as I understand. But more bad than that, cataclysmic, world-changing bad.
The funny thing is, meeting Horace was supposed to solve something, but it just leads us to another person. And is this person going to actually solve it? I'm not getting it. This whole day has just reminded me that I am not cut out for this shit anymore. Upri, why are we still here?
Way I see, we don't have a choice in the matter, Jan.
But there's always a choice.
There is. There's always free will.
They keep talking about other bad things. Everything that has happened since being here has been bad.
I mean, you came and got me in the void, Jan. You saw how fucked up that shit is. That's gonna bleed over into this world, and then there'll be nothing. It'll just be that.
Well, if it's already going to be that, wouldn't you rather spend time with your family before it happens?
Wouldn't you rather have a family to go back to if we stop it?
This has nothing to do with you, Ren.
It does. I'm here.
I mean, those are both very valid arguments.
Are you serious, Upri? You're taking this dude's side over mine?
You know what, Jan? I think I am.
We all have family to go back to. We're all sacrificing something to be here.
No, from what I've seen, I've sacrificed the most being here.
How so?
I lost my sister for 5 years. Check. I lost someone that I could have fell in love with. Getting Upri. Check. I'm in a city that I don't know. I haven't seen my family in years. And now I'm supposed to be here dealing with this shit, getting killed by eyeballs and tentacles. I just want to be with my family. I don't give a shit if the world ends. All I care about is my family. It seems like Upri has forgotten that they have a family to go to.
It must be nice to have a family that's still alive. To have people that you didn't have to build those relationships with as an adult. So I understand that you miss people in your life, but you also have to understand that if we don't do what we need to do, there's a possibility that all of those people will be dead.
But why do we have to be here for it? You've met them. You've done what you needed to do. We are done.
We're not done, Jan. We don't even know what we're supposed to do yet. Which I understand is your argument, but there's so much more at play than just us in our lives. And I know that sounds fucked up, but it's kind of true. if we don't do something, it could be the end of everything. Not just our families, but others. Doesn't that make you want to do something about it?
I'm not stupid. Yes, I want to do something about it. What if I lose you again? I've already lost you once. I cannot do that again. You know how painful it was to lose you for those 5 years, searching and searching and searching. And then you come here out of the blue. You tell me that we have to go somewhere. And now we're in this weird city with people we don't know and that I don't honestly trust. How can I keep going on this notion of an idea, this notion of we have to find something or someone? Something's not making sense. Make it make sense.
I mean, I really can't. Other than that, I just know that this is where we're supposed to be. And that really nice lady told me. Kind of hoping she'd show her head soon, so, could confirm that I actually saw her and stuff.
I mean, we were there. I think that's evidence enough. You were looking for us.
Yeah.
And there's no way you would have known that we were there unless somebody told you.
Fair point.
At that
Thank
bar
you for
at that
validating
time.
my insecurity. Shit, I lost my train of thought. That's why it's kicking in.
I take another big swig.
My point is, Jan, if we don't save the world, none of this matters. It might not matter anyway. I don't know. I'm here whether I want to be or not. Might as well enjoy it. And you're right, I could die. We could all die tomorrow, 6 months from now. But that just means we should appreciate the time we have now, in the present. You're wasting the time we have together, fretting about what might happen, what could go wrong. That's no way to live.
Beyonce stares at Upri, kind of completely ignoring.
That's fine.
Right.
I am relaxing in a lounger, drinking
At
my
this
wine,
point.
watching this go down.
I guess all I'm asking for is some faith, which is really what this is. There's powers at play above our understanding. And I just have to believe that things will work out.
But what if it doesn't?
Well, shit. At least I fucking enjoyed myself on the downward spiral into hell. I don't know. Wouldn't you rather go out laughing at the end of the world? You've been pissed
trying.
about something? Going down swinging? Having a good time? Getting to meet some new people with some interesting backstories and decision-making skills?
I just want to be with our family.
Well, honestly, Jan, that's okay. You don't have to stay here with me. You are a powerhouse, being an Eldritch Blast machine. But ultimately, if you really don't think we're going to succeed here and want to spend, I don't know, the next 6 months at home with Nim Nim and the others, I wouldn't blame you. But I won't go back and abandon something that could go right. I'm not going to give up. I'm not one to turn tail and run.
Do you know what you're asking me to do? You're asking me to trust people I don't know.
Well, you could try getting to know them.
Listen, I just don't want to lose you. Not having you for those 5 years were the worst 5 years of my life, and I've been through a lot of shit, Upri. Yes, I want to save the world too. I think everyone does. The world is a shitty place. But I don't want to save the world if it means sacrificing my sister. And I can't just leave you here.
All right, well then stay and make sure I don't do something stupid.
Upri, I don't know anymore. They have not shown us anything that brings us one step closer.
I mean, I disagree. We're looking for that guy. There's all those weird symbols and old cult sided things. That seems like something. Give it another week. How about this? I'll make a deal with you. Another 2 weeks. And if the ball hasn't started rolling by then and we're still just dicking around in the city, getting drunk and killing people, I'll go home.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
You are asking for a lot here, Upri. You're asking me to trust people I don't know.
Well, pick up that bottle and get to know them.
I look at Ren. If any harm comes to my sister, I will personally watch the life drain out of your body.
Okay.
I mean, he'd probably die first, let's be honest. A little squishy.
I am a bit squishy.
I'm going to trust them for now, but it's only because I trust you. And I understand that you have something important here. And I'm not going to deny that. It's just, I'm weighing out so many things to keep you alive and to bring you back home. And it's just hard. And these days, it seems like it's just getting harder.
I mean, just extend part of the trust towards me, towards keeping myself alive. I don't know. It'll all work out. I know it will. I have a feeling.
The last time you had a feeling, it was just gas. And you see Beyonce crack a little bit of a smile.
Ren spits up some wine.
I remember that moment. Thank you for bringing it up in front of our new friends.
Well, if I'm going to trust them, I might as well tell them everything.
Right.
About you, not about me.
What?
And Beyonce takes the wine that they place, open it, takes a swig. So I guess tell me more about your place of business.
Now it's a party. Ren takes another swig.
So you go in to tell Yonsei about Lark's Perch and where you come from, as much detail as you'd like to reveal about your backstory.
Oh, I mean, like, as I get drunker, as I continue to talk, I talk about, like, where the name Lark's Perch comes from. It comes from Lark, who was in the war, who is dead. But then I also talk about Mara, who... the three of us were a throuple during the war at a time, and then he died, and then we broke up because it was just too much tension. And like I go like far back, and then I talk about, oh yeah, and by the way, remember how I said my family is dead? We were all like my parents died, and then my entire village was turned into zombies for some reason. And I ramble and I drink.
Beyonce's just staring. I look at Upri, and I'm confounded. I just keep drinking at this point.
I'll nudge John. See? This is fucked up as this.
Maybe an hour or two goes by, and Sal stumbles in.
Sal walks in. He's whistling a tune. And
Oh, gosh.
The man of the hour.
Here.
what? Oh, hello.
I toss you a bottle of wine as you walk in the door.
I catch it, and it's like, oh, hey, how's it going? Having a nice powwow?
Yeah, how was your night?
It was pleasant.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Pretty nice.
Okay.
That's all we get?
He's a very talented artist.
Oh,
Gosh. And with that, I think I'm done drinking, and I just put the bottle back down.
Yeah. And so the four of you now have a lovely evening, actually enjoying yourself for the first time, probably in a while, given that you traveled forever, came to the City of Hell, and this is your first tick, your first beat before whatever comes tomorrow. And the night draws long. You all find your eyes heavy and tired, and you slowly make your way to bed, which will be a long rest. So everybody do that. And you wake up in the morning.
I don't think I used anything to long rest.
You did just long rest because of Sal's spell.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
So you wake up in the morning, whenever you would wake up, probably slept in a bit, given the long night of activities and emotions. And you wake up to the smell of eggs, bacon, toast, a full continental breakfast.
Who's made such a meal? Surely not Horace.
Salvador makes his way downstairs to the kitchen following the smells, and you see an unfamiliar face in the kitchen. A woman, hair tied up in a wrap, wearing plain white tunic. The wrap is white as well, covered in dust and making breakfast. However, you do notice that she's only making breakfast for one.
Hey, good morning.
Hey.
Hello, and who might you be?
Oh, well, my name's Salvador. Sorry to spring this on you, but Horace had invited us as guests for a couple of days.
Oh, my apologies, I was unaware. I will fix you up something. Are eggs okay?
Yeah, eggs. One of my friends loves bacon. I'll help you out.
Oh, no, you don't need to. You don't need to. Just, you can go hang out in the sitting room. I'll bring you a tray when it's ready.
Thank you. What was your name again?
Oh, it's Maya.
Nice to meet you, Maya. And I'll head off to a sitting room.
One by one, the rest of you make your way down. Sal is able to flag you down and bring you into the sitting room. And eventually, she brings each one of you a plate of eggs, bacon, toast.
Can I get some extra bacon, please?
Oh, I apologize. We're kind of all out. I wasn't expecting so many guests.
Here, y'all, you can have mine.
Oh, thank
I
you.
give you a slice. I toss over a slice of my bacon too onto your plate.
Oh, thank
'Cause I'm dexterous. I can just...
like a playing card.
And I grab it. Thanks, Ren. Thank you.
Maya, have you seen Horace this morning?
Oh, I brought him his plate earlier today. He's just taking his normal morning coffee and breakfast in bed.
Oh no! Did I just have? She was making her own breakfast, and I just never mind.
Oh, no, dear. You were just in time for that.
Okay.
Yeah, he should be down within 2 or 3 hours.
Damn.
It sleeps in.
It's a very casual. Okay.
I mean, it's evening performances, so I guess sleep in as long as you want.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Was it Monday now?
Wait, which is Tuesday?
Tuesday to Monday. Yes, it is Monday now.
Okay.
I don't know what day it is. Honestly,
sick.
day keeping in D&D is so hard.
I was going to say because theaters don't usually open on Monday, so we're going to pretend like this one does.
Yes. we're in a world where whatever day it is, whatever day I've established it is, it's that day, and the theater is open, and they're putting on a show this evening.
Yeah.
That you've been invited to. You are special guests of Horace. Anything that you would like to do throughout the day before the show?
Is there a fountain?
What kind of fountain? Like a drinking fountain or like a
chocolate
decorative?
Oh, a chocolate fountain. What
There's
the
no
fuck is
chocolate
that, Ren? What the fuck's chocolate? I'm just kidding. I want to find a body of water, a fountain, a pond, whatever, and settle Fern in it. Give her a nice drink, a nice bath, nice pruning. You know, scrub up her bark a little. Give her some self-care.
Beautiful. Any other downtime activities that people would like to do?
did you talk to in the last sessions? Did you talk to a glassmaker about making a sword?
Yeah, but he said it would take a few days.
Okay.
So it's only been one since I did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I figured once we return to the lower districts, and
You
we'll go
pick it
back
up.
and ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also had to get Twilight, who is still at the bar.
Your
With
cat?
Which
Tenebe.
bar?
With
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Tenebe.
yeah.
Yes. So Twilight is still at the bar with Tenebe, the Broken Flask Inn and Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Has there been any news or any rumblings about the kind of magic explosion that happened in the middle districts, I guess, yesterday?
Yeah.
Is there a
So
news cycle?
the news cycle had already been talking about that
Hmm.
prior to your arrival in the city, but yesterday's events are in there. There is actually some note about them being a little bit more aggressive, as if these are getting worse. And people in the opinion section are writing about various rationale why they think that that is happening. A lot of people continuing to pin it on the apostates.
That escalation seems like it might be our fault.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been similarly charged. Sal's trying to convince himself that that's the case.
We all just look at you.
Yeah.
Still thinking about that bartender?
What? Huh? Yeah, he's very nice.
Wow, hit it and quit it. Wow.
No, Yeah,
Are you going back?
a little. I don't know if I should share this about myself, but it's been very difficult. These last 5 years now. Yeah. My friend Desmond, who I'd met while I was imprisoned, after I'd had to part ways with him, I closed myself off. I just felt a lot of guilt. And last night, whenever I was talking to Zahir, I just felt like suddenly I didn't have this chain around me anymore. Like I wasn't burdened by what could I have done back then if I was stayed. But it was just very freeing. So I don't know. I'd be interested to see what would happen if I were to stay. But I mean, we have other things to attend to, like the end of the world and cults and giant things that tend to like to spew bile and tentacles and
Okay, you little apostate, you.
what?
We get it.
Oh my goodness, I'm sanctioned by
Sure.
the state.
Yeah. He's not going anywhere, though.
Yeah,
He'll be here
He might not die.
when we're done.
Fingers crossed.
Probably.
Yeah, probably won't. Look at you trying to fall in love while saving the world.
What? Oh,
Aubrey's gonna pinch your cheeks really hard.
trying to have it all. Yeah. Sal spend part of the day just walking. Is there like a market in this area?
Yes, there is an artisanal market.
Okay, yeah. He'll be doing some shopping.
We are in the upper district.
Yes.
Things are fancy here. There are more gardens than there are houses.
Okay.
And there are just like museums, there are different smaller theaters, there are exhibits, zoos, like very, very lavish part of town.
Yeah.
Well, we could do anything. I have all this money that I stole from Horace. There was a safe in the room that I was staying in, and it just happened to open when I hit it. So we could do anything that we want.
I also am still stacked from raiding the castle.
Yeah, we'll say that you lifted about 500 gold.
What?
From Horace's house.
You pull a safe in his house. Yeah, you lived about 500 gold from Horace. He has not yet noticed.
I'll pay him back. I will not.
Yeah, I mean, are there all things that you are looking for? We
I
could do
pro-
a shopping session.
Yeah.
Ooh, we haven't done that yet.
I mean, find a maple tree of considerable age and bring Fern there to then root herself in commune with the mother tree via the mycelium
Whoa.
and see that if Fern grows at all as a person.
Aren't we in a desert?
You are in a desert. there are trees,
cigar
and
cactus.
there is some flora here that is not native to the desert, but not of that
Damn.
size.
Well, any tree, maybe.
yeah, so there are other trees and there are other plants and things that you could find. There's
Except redwoods.
acacia and yeah. All right,
Can I find some wondrous health potions?
Wondrous
health potion.
I thought that's what they're called.
So the thing about health potions they are highly regulated because they are a magical thing. So you would need to go to one of the order houses for that. And as you are an apostate, that could present some difficulties.
I just look up. What can I do with all this gold?
I could probably act as a go-between since I'm actually approved by the government to.
Yes, Salvador is a licensed cleric.
They don't sell magical weapons there, do they?
I have a feeling that they would be hesitant to sell them to somebody that isn't a part of the local government.
That's probably
There would be
fair.
paperwork
Yeah.
involved.
Just all of you are always slinging spells and doing things, and I don't know.
So you could request it. It would just take a couple days to process.
Okay. Do you think we'll be hanging around?
I mean, I don't know. I just want something that I feel like I keep up. I feel like I just go up and stab things, and you all are like hucking fireballs and shit.
I mean, you are very skilled with healing, and I mean, don't slay the dagger. You're very quick with one.
Oh yeah,
You want to?
it just sounds like fun.
Yeah. Well, I confirm that it is pretty enjoyable. But yeah, I can. Is there something in particular you had in mind?
I don't know. It's stabbing things.
Like a magic stabber?
Yes, magic. Sure.
Okay.
I don't
a
know.
Dagger.
A
Magic dagger.
Oh.
I don't think I like how that sounds.
I don't think any of us like how that sounds.
Yeah. Bad
We all
word.
cringe a little bit. Like,
Yeah. Whoops.
Ooh,
Came
it
out of my mouth
just sounds
before.
weird. It
Yeah.
sounds wrong.
Very good. Yeah. Very
It
bad.
sounds like a
Can't
violation.
explain it.
But yeah, so I could probably put in a request. They'll probably ask a few questions, but I mean, there's no harm in trying.
You would need a business use case.
Yeah, and they know that I'm in the city already because they took our stuff.
Yes, you are registered in the city.
But they would be questioning, like, why do you have your stuff now? Because it was stolen.
Mm-hmm.
so maybe don't.
Yeah, I think that'd be tricky.
Depends on how organized they are.
A government being disorganized? I don't know.
Is there a way I can get a magical weapon or a staff or a rod streamlined? I have so much gold now.
Talk
Yeah.
to Aquila.
Yeah. Is there
You
like
could try Aquila in the Warrens.
That's true. But then we'd have to go to the Warrens, which means we have to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd
And
have
it
to
gets
make your way
weird.
all the way down to the lower city to get to the Warrens, to talk to Aquila, to ask her to try to find some things for you.
Can I send a raven to her?
Technically, yes. Yeah, you could. I don't know if her address is reachable by Raven.
Given that it's underground through a maze
Hidden.
Hidden intentionally.
behind a hunky half giant.
Dan, wasn't there like a squirrel or something that she was pets with?
What? What?
A squirrel?
I swear she had an animal companion.
I don't know.
Aquila, I don't think she
I
did.
don't think she. Yeah.
Well, I guess that'll be a season 3 thing. Never mind.
Squirrel friend. Sal's gonna look for some fine colored thread.
Just the thread.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Lovely silk varieties available. Lots of different other options. Really anything that you want.
Yeah,
I
I'll get-
mean, you go down to the artisanal market and they have all sorts of high-end materials
Yeah.
and goods.
I'll get some nice golds, blues, reds, and greens.
Yeah. You could all go shopping for clothing to wear to the theater tonight.
Oh, that's true.
So you're not just wearing
Tunics.
Horace's tunics in a one-size-fits-all situation.
I mean, you belt it over the oversized, sort of like kind of billowy tunic. It could work.
It's the mode, yeah.
Huh.
But we'll buy some fancy clothes.
Fine.
I help Upri find a really nice crop top
And a skirt.
and a skirt.
Like long flowy skirts and short shirts.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, clothing's not really all that expensive. You could probably outfit the entire party in some really fancy stuff for probably around 100 gold.
Oh yeah, easy peasy. Sold.
I'm saving mine for a weapon now.
All right. Lovely. And the day chimes on. And we get to a point in time when you have to go to the theater. It's that time. It's about 7. It's a late show. 7 p.m. And y'all make your way to the theater.
We get all dolled up.
Yeah.
Doled
You notice
up.
that Ren is wearing like a short vest, like almost a cutoff vest, and also a skirt.
Oh.
Do we match?
I think so. I was kind of inspired. To be fair, I was kind of inspired by your look. It just looked really nice.
Thanks.
Buy one, get one free.
It's a different skirt,
Okay.
and mine's a vest, but definitely shows some midriff.
Yeah.
Beyonce is wearing a tunic jumpsuit, so it looks like a tunic, but like it's a jumpsuit, so it's individual legs, but they're so billowy that it looks like it's one dress, and
Yeah.
it's teal, and I got my makeup done at the local makeup people.
The local Sephora.
You go to the makeup counter. There is a makeup stall, and they will do your makeup and hair if you would like.
I want to say yes, but don't make me look like Horace. They look weird.
Yeah, Horace does their own makeup for some reason.
It shows.
Yeah. What you've noticed about Horace is he's constantly looking at himself in the mirror, and you notice that he is like, every time he catches a glimpse of himself in the mirror, he like notices something and does a touch up. Like very just like overly conscious about the perfection of how he looks. His eyebrows are identical. Not cousins, but sisters. And
Twins, even.
twins even. And everything about how he does his makeup is very symmetrical, very bold, very just like the like lip liner is just like very harsh. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it looks good on stage. Maybe it looks good on
you all
stage.
have box office seats. Not box office.
We picked them up at the box
seats
office.
that you don't have to pick them up. You just check in. You're on a list.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
damn.
if it's an amphitheater, an outside amphitheater, would there actually be boxes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? This is where anything can happen. Sorry.
Anything, yeah.
They're built up onto the pillars.
Yeah,
Button
the ones with the
pillars.
names.
I'm being too technical.
Yeah.
Kendrick is being too technical.
Where everybody else is in that like open area, there's like an open area where it's just standing room only. That's like down on the ground, and you're up in the box.
Gotcha.
There are seats up in the balcony area as well as the wings. But yes, you're up in the box.
All right. I'm sitting in my seat with some snacks that I probably got and had Ren pay for.
Yep, that's fair.
And my legs are up on, I'm assuming there's a banister. I sit down, I put my feet up. This is nice.
I also got a couple bottles of wine.
That you took from the.
I bought them.
Okay.
At the establishment.
They have full like meal service here. It's dinner and a show.
Dinner and an opera. Even.
Dinner and an opera.
Ooh.
It is an opera, just in case you were all
It'll be 4 hours.
very
all
long.
singing.
Starting at 7.
Oh no, I hope something doesn't happen to interrupt this beautiful music that I am intelligent enough to appreciate.
You'll be making comments like, "Oh man, the Boers did a lot better whenever they were doing their."
Well, I feel like it's just
Choreography.
gonna be me leading to Ren every 5 seconds. What's happening now?
Oh yeah, Ren knows the
happening
show
now?
like pretty well because he's seen it a couple times.
Okay.
And then so every time he leans over and explains the plot, being like, "Oh,
yes.
yeah."
And the opera
Ottavio,
is not
does all
in
these things.
Everfarian common.
Oh.
It is in Fulvarian,
Oh,
which is a neighboring country known for their operas
interesting.
And pasta
and pasta.
because it's in Italian.
Oh, gotcha. The original opera.
But the lights dim.
The sun goes down.
The sun's been. Oh, I guess we did establish it's like summer. What season did we establish
I
it
think
was?
it's
I think it's summer. I think it's summer. So yes, the sun is still. There's still light in the sky, but the lights dim in the amphitheater because they have tall walls. The sun has set behind the walls, so the lights dim. The curtains open to Leporello, waiting outside the house of his master, Don Giovanni. A masked Giovanni rushes out of the house, pursued by Donna Anna and her awakened father.
Is that Horace? Don Giovanni?
Yes, Horace is Don Giovanni. And the play goes on. I'm not going to read all
Right.
of the synopsis of the play.
Please don't read the libretto. It's fine.
But Don Giovanni ensues on stage, starred by Horace.
Is he any good?
He's actually quite talented.
Oh.
His voice is gorgeous, angelic even.
Whoa.
No wonder he's such an asshole. He can back it up with his talent.
And it just is booming across the amphitheater. Like everyone can hear every consonant clearly. is resonant. It's just like everything is just like swelling and welling and musical terms and things.
Crescendo.
Yeah.
Crescendo.
Yeah.
Dolce.
Sforzando.
Words in Italian.
Words in Italian.
Voila.
And Act 1 closes. The curtains close and they have an intermission.
There's a lack of dancing in a circle for my taste, but I guess it's okay.
I think there's some of that in Act 2.
There's more than one act.
How many are there?
There's 2 acts.
Are there two? Just
Two? Yeah. 2 acts. I mean, it could be split up into 2 acts. There might be more than one act in the actual show.
I thought the show was over.
Oh, no.
This is a break where we get food.
Yeah. People have to die still.
Oh, now I'm intrigued.
Yeah, people that die. Yeah, it's just an opera thing. People just die.
And all operas?
Most operas.
Oh,
And the way that they die is really interesting. Sometimes they get dragged into hell.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but sometimes they get dragged into hell.
damn.
Sometimes they stab themselves. Sometimes they get baked in ovens. You know.
Sometimes they just die of illness.
Yeah.
Who knew we were missing out, Jan? Shit.
I don't think we're missing out. It's already been 2 hours.
It's probably true.
Yes.
And now it is genuinely dark out. It is nighttime. And again, the lights dim, this time more noticeably. And the curtains reopen for Act 2. And Act 2 starts. And it continues on for a while. There is lots of singing. There is some dancing in circles in Act 2, actually.
What did I say?
Finally!
Dan is correct with that.
Beyonce screams, finally!
There is some dancing in circles. It's very different than Beyonce and Opry are familiar with. It's very structured dance. So it's a lot of like dancing in circles in a very intricate pattern.
I mean, it's not like really drunk high fall walking around Maple.
No, it is
Damn.
not. And there's a lot of this weird theatrics with the men and the women where they keep parting and then coming together, and then there's like pairing, and then they switch partners, and you're not sure why any of it is happening. And then you hear a scream in the back of the arena, followed by some commotion. The whole thing lasts maybe 30, 40 seconds, and then everybody returns. The people on stage are none the wiser. The show continues on.
Should we investigate that?
Like it was towards the entrance?
Yes.
I mean, if whatever it was is ended, it's done. So,
Yeah, I mean, maybe some rich lady just got her shoe stepped on or something.
yeah.
Okay, I guess.
We'll just keep an ear out.
When the crowd's not reacting.
Right.
This sounded more interesting than whatever's happening on stage right now.
Salvador.
Mm-hmm.
As you continue to watch the show, you begin to zone out. You're staring at the stage. And you begin to daydream. Or that's what it felt like at first. But then you slowly slip deeper and deeper into another world. Your vision goes dark. And you start hearing a ringing in your ears. Then faintly at first, you hear a voice echoing. And then you see an image, like a little speck, slowly draw towards you in the center of your vision. And first it's facing the other way, but you notice a black crystal on their right shoulder, protruding, the clothing torn around it, and they slowly begin to spin in the air. And as their face comes around, you recognize it.
We just got past this.
No.
It's Desmond.
Oh, great.
But then it's not. its face is shifting. His face is shifting to someone else's, and then another, and then back to Desmond. As he continues to spin around in space, kind of toppling over, spinning in circles around, you notice that several appendages have slowly grown from his arms. Tentacle in nature, bulbous, pustulous. And then you hear Don Giovanni singing on stage.
Beyonce, you're right. That thing put me to sleep. What are they doing now?
They're singing about something in some language I still don't really know. But if I'm using context clues, Don Giovanni stole Don Giovanni's shoes and girlfriend, and now he's mad because they don't fit. I don't know.
As you look on stage, you see a cemetery.
Wow, that's pretty dark to drive him to such a gloomy place.
I've been half watching.
Okay. I've been half asleep. Got a weird vision. Don't want to startle you guys, but
What?
I don't know why or how, but somehow I dozed off and I had a vision of Desmond, you know, the guy that I told you about the other day. He was there and his face was shifting and he started growing tentacles out of his arms. And,
Who's blocking the light? You look down on stage and you see Horace. Everybody stopped singing. And Horace is standing center stage, looking out into the audience. You see that his spotlight is shadowed.
I glance over to
The
where...
audience gasps. There's a lot of chatter. And then there is a crash of glass.
Seems like our cue.
Like the spotlight broke?
You hear people screaming in the back of the audience, but you cannot make out what's going on. And that's when Horace bends over and begins to cough. He grabs a handkerchief from his pocket and starts to cough into it. And when he pulls it away, you all make out blood.
Blood!
That thing was in his throat.
He looks back out into the audience, this time more alert, and you see him run off into the backstage.
We should
follow
him.
him.
Yeah. on
Screaming
him.
continues and starts to swell in the back of the stage.
I think we need to split up. Two of us check on Home Dude, and the other two check the screaming. I volunteer to check on Horace, and I jump from the box. And I land very gracefully.
How high are these boxes?
Oh no.
They're at least this high.
I'll let you have it. Very theatrically, you do some acrobatic shit and you land.
I use two Eldritch
ground
Blasts
floor.
to slower my...
Iron Man your way down.
And then I just use it to slow down a little, be like...
So you quickly make your way down onto the ground floor.
Wow, that was actually really cool.
What are the rest of you doing?
Well, Rand, he probably needs a doctor.
Oh, yeah, I'll go with Beyonce, and I hop down.
I'll check the glass.
I'm with you, Sale. I pull Fern out of her seat.
All right.
She had her own seat.
Oh, hell yeah, she did.
So, Yancey and Ren make their way up onto stage after Horace, running off after him. We're going to start with Upri and Sal. So you start making your way towards the back of the arena as you see people are starting to panic. They start running and pushing. Most people seem confused at what is going on. You see a lot of just like anxious faces, and everybody is looking around, and you're immediate area and the screams are further on. It is starting to become a dangerous riot situation.
Well, shit.
We gotta open those doors.
You got any more of that mass sleepy time?
I actually do, yes. I can invoke mass sleepy time in a 90-foot radius.
How far away are the doors?
You have about 100 feet to go.
Big theater.
It's a
the doors.
big theater.
Okay.
You hear people pounding on the wooden doors at the entrance of the theater.
So they're locked.
Grief, good gravy. Is it?
You remember they opened inwards.
No!
Bad planning.
Can I?
Who designed this building?
Can I? This is open air. There's no ceiling above us right now.
Correct.
This is probably the only chance I get to use Call Lightning because I'm outdoors. And it does have a range of 120 feet.
But what are you targeting?
The door.
The door.
Well, because it probably would hit people in that area.
They're NPCs. Who cares?
Yeah, I feel like there's better ways to doing it than that.
Give me 5 seconds.
To run. Oh, are you going to teleport?
Oh, no, I can't do that at will.
Okay.
I'll just start sprinting. I'll dash towards the doors.
Okay. So as you are approaching the doors, the crowd is getting tighter and more frantic. You are
everyone back
now
up.
shoving yourself through. You're like elbowing people out of the way and trying to like barrel through a crowd.
Back up. I'll open it. You dum-dums.
People are screaming. The screams are getting more frequent and louder.
I'm going to go into a rage.
All right.
Please don't kill people. Please don't kill people. Hey, I don't know what that is. You think I would know by now? Perfect. A bolt of light shoots out of my chest at the door. It must make a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 damage.
The door.
Wait, it has a Constitution?
It's a door.
It will fail the Constitution roll.
Work. It takes 6 radiant damage.
All right. So you blast a hole through the door.
And then, while in a rage, can I just try to like rip it open somehow or push through the people?
Yeah. So you have about 50 feet of people in panic to get through.
Oh,
Still. How aggressively are you going?
I'll just start throwing people out of the way.
All right. So you just start checking
Like
people.
grabbing by them by their
Just like
clothing.
throwing them aside. Like in your mind, this is for their own good.
Yeah.
And so you are just like shoving everybody out of the way, pushing them to the ground. You catch out of the corner of your eye that they are starting to get trampled.
The people I'm
the people
throwing?
who are falling down are about to get trampled by your actions.
Okay, I stop it.
So you had just thrown down a woman. She fell over to the ground.
I guess I'll help her up.
So you pick her back up, put her back on your feet. You see now that the crowd is actually coming towards you.
Instead of the door?
Uh-huh.
Should I do sleepy time?
Yeah, sure.
I'll do drifting dreams.
All right.
So every creature, I guess including Upray,
Damn it.
except me, will get a peaceful dream sleep. So part of this is that they instantly fall asleep and they'll receive the kind words of a messenger, and the messenger says, "Do not panic. Everything will be fine."
I'm God.
So I
Your
have
Lord and Savior.
I have to do a DC Wisdom saving throw.
All right.
That's a natural 20.
All right.
Bam.
So you save. And as you cast the spell, everybody in the arena falls asleep, except for yourself. And now you get a lay of the land.
As they've all slumped to the ground.
As they all have all slumped to the ground, and you see around the back of the arena, they have cleared out a space, and you see a massacre of bodies. The perpetrators, humanoid figures with pinky, fleshy heads, tentacles coming out of the sides, similar to what you saw earlier, but not quite. These seem more human, and as you take a closer look, you notice that they do have human heads, but they have been ripped asunder. And the pinky, fleshy tentacle part is bursting out of their faces.
And they're not asleep.
They are asleep,
Okay.
but they are slumped over on these corpses.
No, they're going to get the benefits of a rest.
I think we're going to be okay.
They're going to get a long rest. They're going back to
And they get
normal.
advantage on one of their rolls. Okay.
That's true.
Well, since I have some time, can I shake? Since we really haven't gone over the effects of dripping,
Upri's also asleep.
can I shake Uppery awake, or like they cannot wake up unless I end the spell?
You cannot wake anybody up unless you end the spell.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to take some time to open the doors. How many like all the doors that would lead to the exit?
So you open, there's 3 sets of doors.
I'm wading through all the bodies. They're now like a lava field.
Yeah. So you are going to go do that, and you're going to open the doors.
Yeah.
Let's now go backstage.
All right. So, yeah, I'm running. Like, not Naruto running, but like, I'm pretty fast.
I'm shortly behind you.
All right. So you are chasing after Horace. He is now stumbling. You see he's stumbling. His feet falter. He grabs the wall and he drags his hand against the wall down the hallway towards his dressing room.
I guess we catch up, and I grab him before he completely slumps. Hey there, what's happening?
He is coughing up blood and mucus and chunks.
Of what?
Bloody, fleshy chunks.
So part of his throat? Oh gosh.
How quickly does the crowd go silent? Because I'm assuming we'll hear lots of commotion behind us until everything goes quiet.
You still are hearing commotion.
Okay.
You're hearing commotion. So he's coughing up, and he is like,
He chose the 2 worst people to do that. It's like, no, gross.
and it's just like something slops to the floor. And he grabs at you. You see his eyes are like white. And silence behind you.
I'm assuming I'll catch up and they'll be like, here, help me lay him on the floor. And just like, so he's laid out on the floor. And then I'll do like an examination of him to see.
Okay.
Also, I'll check the bloody chunks to see like, are those like organs? Like what is it?
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
Yep. I'm good at those.
Our resident physician is good at medicine checks.
That's a 26.
Yeah, something is seriously wrong. It's not organ, but it is definitely like chunks of flesh. Like it is something, his insides are ripping apart.
I'm going to take a listen
And
to his...
You listen to his heart. It is uneven.
Mm-hmm.
It's like beating hard and fast, but unevenly. It's, what's that called? There's a word for it. It doesn't matter.
Arrhythmic?
Arrhythmic. Yes.
I think that's right, yeah.
I think that's right. We'll go with it. Audience, whatever. That's the word we're using. We're not doctors here. Go watch Grey's Anatomy. Anyways, you are listening to his heart. It's very uneven, and his breathing is raspy, again, uneven, and it keeps stopping. And then he has to gasp for air. And then you see yellow fluid start to flow from his nose, mixed with blood.
What's happening to him?
I don't know. Give me a second.
And he begins to seize.
Great. Well, I think you turn people on their side when they have a seizure, right?
Yes.
Isn't that the normal practice? So I will hoist him onto his side and prop him up against my knees. Go find me like a pillow and some water. Go. A small pillow and water.
All right, I run, making sure I don't step on the pits of organs.
Yeah, so you can make your way into any of the dressing rooms. There are things that could be makeshift made into pillows.
I take a bunch of the costumes that are still on the hangers, and I take a chair, and I just throw all the costumes down, like in a little bundle, and then throw the chair.
Yeah, I'll okay. You bring him back?
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right.
I throw it to you.
Oh, okay. I will prop up his head as I have him on his side, and then
You see his face is getting flush. Even through the foundation, you can see it is becoming beet red.
I like,
And he
I
has
don't
completely
know.
stopped breathing. His teeth are clenched.
Oh. I'll try and release his jaw then. I'll do the things that a doctor would do. Because I don't know what those things are.
So you grab onto his jaw and you try to relax it. You try to pull it down. You hold his body as he's still seizing. And you try to keep him in place so that he doesn't bash his head. And that is when you see the skin down the center of his face split open. A tentacle shoots out an eye socket.
Oh, no.
You see the eyeball itself bursts, the liquid pouring out, and then the blood and viscera as tentacles burst out of his face.
Jump back.
I grab Brandon, like, get back.
Everybody roll initiative in
Yeah.
both groups.
Yeah. Damn.
I got a 13.
14.
11.
Oh, we're all very close.
For Sal?
I got 15.
Oh, wow. All right, so Yancey, you go first, and you have just re-arrived at Horace's body to witness his face bursting open with tentacles shooting out of it. There is blood and viscera everywhere, splattered all over your beautiful outfit that you just bought. What do you do?
Well, I guess I can't send this to the dry cleaner, so I'm going to just kind of one and done it. I'm going to cast banishment on.
All right.
Yeah.
Do it.
deal.
All right.
Because it's not of this plane.
Like, even if it is of this plane, just send it somewhere else. A demi-plane.
Amazing.
A harmless demi-plane.
All right. So is it a saving throw?
It is a succeed on a charisma saving throw or be banished. Is it just Horace there, or is there someone else?
So this is no longer Horace.
Or is this what used to be Horace? Are there more than one creature in our vicinity?
No, this is a creature that has now taken control of Horace's body. You see his body has started to reanimate, no longer seizing, the tentacles flailing about. You cast banishment with like half a thought. I roll a 2
Yes!
Holy
with
shit.
a +0.
Woo!
So, horse is gone. Whatever the fuck that was is gone.
Wait, what? What just happened?
Oh, yeah, I could do that now.
What was that?
I just banished them into a demi-plane. I didn't know what that was.
You just banished him to a demi? What does that even mean? All right, well, you know what?
I saved our butts. That's what
Yeah,
that means.
I mean, that's pretty badass, but okay, let's get back out there.
All right. Ren, that is your turn. Anything you like to do?
The baffled Ren is going to still look bewildered as I run back out on stage.
All right. So you reach the stage, and as you look out, you see Salvador walking amongst the bodies. All asleep. Everybody asleep. Salvador, what do you do?
I open the doors.
All right. So you open the 3 doors, and you're all sitting in silence. Opry, you're asleep.
I'm dreaming.
You're having a lovely, beautiful dream.
Oh, once I open the doors, I'll end my spell.
Oh no.
Actually, Tim, I reread the spell, and I actually can't take actions or move whenever I cast a spell. I can only make everybody fall asleep.
Oh, you have to be like present
I'm
and paying
tranced.
attention. You're
Yeah.
tranced.
Gotcha.
Thank you for reminding me what I wrote.
No worries.
Also, listeners, if you have been wondering what the heck has been happening this season, we have corruption mechanics that come with a set of spells that are homebrewed. They're quite spicy, and that has been what our players are doing, is casting these spells. They all have repercussions and saves associated with them in order to prevent becoming more corrupt. So as you remove yourself from the trance to quickly try to run across the crowd of people before they get back up, you open one of the doors.
Okay, great.
And everybody starts to wake up. Upri, you are now waking up in a crowd of people. Everybody is stumbling up, very confused, but well rested. Everybody had a beautiful, long rest with a lovely dream.
And Tim, whenever I said my piece, I told them, oh, what did I say?
Stay calm.
Stay calm.
Don't panic or something like that. Yeah.
Do not panic, and don't fucking run. To
Right.
that. To
So you
that.
told a bunch of random people not to panic or run
in a calm,
in a
manner.
calm dream that they were subjected to. Upri, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to clamber to my feet in the tangle of humans. Get your elbow out of there. Where am I standing?
And that's when you hear people starting to scream again.
I look towards the scream, and what do I see?
Everybody's like picking themselves up. And as you are just like quick, you've been through this before, so you are probably one of the quicker people to get yourself up. And you see those abominations, the humanoids with the bursted tentacle faces. They are getting up, and their tentacles are starting to lash out at people within the crowd, ripping them off their feet and pulling them in towards them.
And how far away are they from me?
Still 50 feet.
Okay. I guess I'll start trying to make my way towards the tentacles.
All right. Cool. Salvador, so you've just opened these doors, and as you are like, fuck, everybody's starting to wake up, things are starting to get fucking insane again, you look out into the lobby and you see another one of those tiny creatures that was wrapped around Horace's face, clambering along the walls through the lobby towards the theater. Yancey, you're in the back hallway. What would you like to do?
I would like to catch up to Ren.
All right. So you catch up to Ren, you step out on stage, and you see everybody is waking up, but also there's a lot of chaos going on. You see Upri is trying to like make her way towards the door. Salvador has just opened the doors, and you make out the creatures by the entrance of the theater.
I'm going to look at Ren and be like, well, I'm going to say this is better than the opera. Still better than the opera.
Agree or disagree? Ren draws his bow.
Is banishment a concentration spell? And if not, how long does it last?
Its concentration is up to 1 minute.
Okay, so I'll just keep that in mind. Ren, it is your turn.
I'm gonna fire off an arrow into one of them
All right.
from the stage.
All right, make an attack roll.
She has arrows?
Just kidding. First, I'm gonna use a spicy spell, everyone. One of my new ones, and I'm terribly afraid of what's gonna happen, but it makes sense. So I'm gonna cast Meld Form on one of the... Wait, how far is that? How far am I from them?
You're like 200 feet.
Oh god, never mind. I will dash.
All right, so you dash towards the crowd of people.
Yeah.
All right. At this point, you hear someone running up from behind you, Yancey. And as you turn around, it is Anoop.
Oh.
And she's like bawling, Oh my gosh, I saw it happen. I don't know.
What happened? Please breathe. Anouk, breathe.
Get it together. Get it together. Get it together. You were looking for Vladlin, and Vladlin is in the Warrens. If you go to the Warrens, maybe they'll be able to put this all together. Please help us.
You knew that the entire time?
She finally makes eye contact with you, and she's like cowering and shaking. She's bawling her eyes out, and she just nods very slowly.
Oh, Anouk. Poor Anouk. All right. Repeat what you just said and find a place to hide. I'm assuming you have a broom closet.
Flatland is in the Warrens, and there's a lever behind the flower, and that's all I know. That's all I know.
The lever behind the flower. Here or in the Warrens?
In the storeroom in the Warrens.
All right. That is enough of what I need. Hide. Protect yourself.
She sprints backstage.
But before she does, I'm going to hand her one of my daggers.
She takes it very hesitantly, holds it completely wrong. Kind of like how somebody takes out a butcher knife from a butcher block when they're trying to protect themselves from an intruder in the house.
I'm gonna be like, no, sweetie, this way. Stick them with the pointy end. Now hide.
Okay, so now she runs off with this dagger like in front of her. You know the scene in The Shining where she's running through the maze and she just kind of has the dagger or knife out in front of her?
Yes.
And it definitely looks like she's gonna trip and stab herself in the face. That's what's going on. She runs off, and the audience is just getting ripped to shreds by these three creatures. And then you see two more burst in through the front of the lobby cell. And it's your turn.
So there are two people monsters, one mouth monster on the wall. And how are the civilians acting?
So they're freaking the fuck out. There's a lot of death happening. And you spot two of them running across the wall towards the lobby. So I think there's three in the theater already, humanoid-esque things with tentacles burst out of their skulls. The two things running, tiny things running across the wall, and then two more humanoids. One looks similar to the one you encountered earlier, a little bit more formed, less human, but the other one is a person with their tattered clothes, blood all over it, tentacles burst through their skull.
That's
7 monsters in total.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so how many doors can I get open if I use my action to open these doors?
So you can sprint off to both doors and get them open. You'll just have to push through and dodge out of the way of any attacks.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
All right. The 3 doors are open.
Upri, we gotta get these people out of here. I don't think we can handle this.
All right, you do that, and I'll distract
Okay.
the things that are killing them, because there's a lot, and they're killing really fast.
All right. So how would you like to do that?
Over here, you face fuckers. And I'll run in between all 3 of them and rage.
All right. At this point, like, people are going to die regardless, so you're able to just, like, push through them. If they fall on the ground and get trampled, that fucking sucks. But you're trying to save people's lives. So you just rush through, grab in, rage, call their attention. Give me an intimidation check.
That is gonna be an 11.
All right. They seem like they are just grabbing people with, like, no regard for anything, really. They're just grabbing people at random. They don't seem to have their attention drawn to you.
Cool. So what happens is I slam firm into the ground and give her a good shake, and then a little pixie flies out of her leaves And then I also go into a rage, and the second one flies out, so now there's 2 pixies.
There's 2 little pixies, and they just are pixie stat blocks.
Not quite. And then each of them flies at one of the creatures, 2 different ones, and then explodes, and they both need to make dexterity saving throws.
Beautiful.
Pixie bombs.
Yes. And they reappear every turn and then blow up at...
A 2 and a 4.
They both take, we'll say the first one takes kind of 5 force damage. And then the second one takes 1 force damage.
All right. All right. So that happens. Salvador, you're watching those things on the wall.
Okay.
They are climbing against the wall, then they go across the ceiling towards the theater and launch themselves through the doors. They hit 2 people and immediately wrap themselves around those people's faces. Those people go down, collapse to the ground.
Okay.
Yancey, what are you doing?
I am figuring out what to do. I guess. How far is besides Ren? Ren, you're not covered by anything, right?
No.
Okay. How far away is Upri from
200 feet.
200 feet?
Far.
So I guess I'll sprint, and that's all I can really do.
All right. So you and Ren are sprinting towards the chaos. Ren, it is your turn. You are ahead of Yancey.
Okay, slip up is me. 60 feet in, so I have 140
40.
feet. So I will dash again, getting me to 80 feet
All right.
away. And I'm realizing because I'm part rogue, dashing is a cunning action.
Yeah.
So it's a bonus action. So I'm
Stunning.
going to fire an arrow at one of the ones that the pixie hit.
All right. And at this point, you are now entering the crowd of people.
Yeah.
Most of the people on the fringe where you are just disoriented. They don't know what's going on.
Okay.
So they don't know what direction to go. So they're kind of they're freaking out, but they don't know to run away from the doors.
Gotcha. I'm going to try and find like maybe stairs up to a box that I could stand on to get a little bit higher up so I'm not shooting through a crowd, I'm shooting over a crowd.
All right. Make an attack roll.
Oh boy. That is a 10 to hit.
Someone bumps you as you're trying to let out your arrow.
Okay.
All right. These face abominations they are just randomly targeting people. I'm going to roll some dice for them.
Oh boy.
All right. They are just decimating the crowd. They're killing like 2 people per round each of them.
Shit.
Damn.
And that's when the 2 more are now coming across the lobby. They are just entering the doorway, and they are about to go to town. Salvador, what are you doing?
Okay, so the 2 mouth inserters are together, and the jellyfish and the man are together.
Mouth inserters?
Yep.
What is that name?
I don't-
Mouth inserters.
Maybe face huggers.
Everybody's kind of like in this whole entrance of the theater now.
Okay. But I need to know who's
There's
side
2
by
face
side.
huggers that have tackled people down and wrapped themselves around near the entrance. Everybody else is kind of congregated in that entrance area. Are you doing an AoE?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah.
What's the AoE
so it's-
distance?
I'm gonna call lightning, so I can attack something, and everything within 5 feet of that also has to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I think you would probably pull off 2 of them.
Okay, yeah, I'll go for the face huggers.
Okay.
There are
So-
people attached to the face huggers.
I know this is a.
Okay.
They're gonna turn it. They're gonna turn into. I don't know. The forces change, but I imagine nothing good can come from this.
It's kind of like it's like the 2-track problem where there's one person on one track and there's 6 on the other. Which one do you save?
Yeah, I'm gonna call lightning on these 2 face huggers, and they have to do a dexterity saving throw of 16.
All right, so one is certainly going to fail, and the other one is going to also fail.
Okay, so I'm gonna use Channel Divinity to roll max damage. So they take a total of 30 lightning damage.
All right. They are blasted and singed, but still holding on to those faces.
The people are dead.
The people are
Problem solved.
dead.
It's true.
I mean, it's like they got bit by zombies.
Yeah.
So they are holding onto those faces, but you notice that they're starting to loosen their grip.
Okay.
Upri.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I use my movement to get closer, away from the door? Try to get away from where people are trampling.
Yeah, absolutely. So you make your way. The unfortunate truth is that people were trying to run away from the things. Then they saw the doors open, turned around as seeing it might be a point of escape.
Oh wait, they're
and
at the
then
doors?
the things came through the doors.
Okay, I didn't know that they were. Okay, never mind.
They came in the front door.
They
Gotcha.
came into the front doors. So people have kind of done this thing where they were like going one way, then they turn around, and then they're like going the other way, and it's just nobody has the crowd has not come to a consensus yet.
Okay.
Upri, what are you doing?
Well, I am gonna whip up Fern off the ground and slam it down on tentacle face person B. And I rolled an nat 20.
All right, crit on that.
So I get to roll 3 because
Oh, right.
I crit as a... Wait, I think actually maybe it's 4 now. Because I get 1 from being half-orc and 1 from being...
Barbarian.
Maybe that's a level 10. I think it's 3. All right. Woo! Ooh! 5 and 13 plus 5. 18 damage on the first hit as I slam it into one of the face things. Then I bring Fern back up for another hit, which is a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah, that does an additional 11 bludgeoning damage. And then I'm going to pull out, and I'm using her one-handed, and then I pull out my axe, give it a spin, and then I throw it at a different one. We'll say face fucker C. And that is going to be a 10 to hit.
A 10 does not hit.
All right. And then, like, you can kind of see it. I throw it, and then I pull it back, and it comes back into my hand. Not very far.
Cute.
It was cute. The facefucker does not seem too perturbed, but has finally turned its attention towards you. So it is going to make an attack on you.
Just the one, B?
Just the one. The others are still concerned with just anything and everything that they come into contact with. So they are going to make 2 tentacle attacks. A 19 will hit you.
Yes, it will.
So you are going to take 11 bludgeoning damage
Half to 5.
and become grappled.
Oh, fuck.
And then, as you feel it wrap around you, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't want to. Fuck. 10.
All right, so you are going to fail and become poisoned and paralyzed.
Perfect.
Well, damn.
All right. More death and carnage ensues for the rest of the round, bringing us up back to Salvador. You now start to notice that the crowd is starting in the chaos, starting to figure out that the 2 side doors are clear, and people are starting to move towards the side doors that you have opened.
Great. I'm gonna look around for Upri. Where's Upri?
In the middle of the entrance area, being tentacled by one of the face fuckers.
Motionless.
Okay, I'm gonna use my movement to run towards her, and I'm gonna use my action to repeat Call of Lightning. So the 2 mouths in the mouth things have to do another dexterity saving throw.
Mouth things. Those
The small
The small ones, yeah.
face huggers.
Face huggers, yeah.
All right. They are going to do their dexterity saving throw.
Poor people are well done at this point.
You
Nicely
can
charred.
smell the burning flesh.
Well, they are rich. Whatever.
They also failed.
Okay, so I'm going to
Both of
use
them.
my channel divinity to do another max damage. So they take 30 points of lightning damage.
Okay, now they themselves are looking rather singed, but still moving.
And how far away am I from Upri now? Could I get to them next turn?
Yeah, you can get to Upri.
Okay.
Upri is not actually that far from you, so
Okay,
you could
great.
probably get to her now.
Oh, but that would put me in. I want
The
to.
middle of everything.
Yeah, I want to hold off until I can grab her
Okay.
and haul her off.
All right. Upri, you can make a Constitution saving throw at the end of your turn to become unparalyzed.
But your constitution's good.
Sorry, what does paralyzed do? I can't do any actions, even with my
You are
mind.
paralyzed.
You have advantage on a
You
d20
can't
roll because you
move
took a
or
rest.
speak.
Oh.
You cannot move or speak.
Can I magically summon a fairy that then explode with my bonus action?
Oh yeah, weren't they already?
I have to-
I mean,
well,
it's part of your rage.
I have to use a bonus action, and then I used it to throw the axe instead. It's probably no. I'm
yeah,
just
I'm
trying
gonna
to...
say no, just for the heart of the paralysis.
Perfect. That is a huge number. Math is hard. That's a 25 on my con save.
All right, that will save. So you feel your body relax again, and then tense up because you're still in the heat of battle. But it is the facehugger's turn, and they have realized that their prospective hosts are very dead, and so they change their targets, and they're going to leap, one of them at you, Salvador, and another is going to leap towards somebody else in the crowd.
Of all the people, they narrow out the two of us.
Well, you are attracting quite an attention.
Yeah, we're very dramatic.
That's what happens when you get some the night before.
Just so much more confident now.
So as it launches itself towards your face, you are able to duck out of the way because I rolled a 7.
Nice.
But as it lands, it is going to try to spit a chemical glob in your direction. Can you do a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, that's my Achilles heel. That's a 15.
That will save. So the blinding spittle hits a bunch of people behind you, but not you.
Oh.
And it is Yancey's turn.
I'm going to dash again because that's really all I can do. So that's 60 feet. And that's it.
Beautiful. That brings us...
I do have a question, though. How high up are they? Because we're going to have to then go up some stairs.
No, they're on the ground floor.
Oh.
Everybody's on the ground
Yeah.
floor.
Oh, I just jumped off the box. Okay.
Yeah. Ren.
Ren is going to do something that I wish I had done from the beginning because I forgot that I can. I'm going to use my action and my bonus action to double dash.
Ooh.
And my normal movement, which puts me 90 feet in total. And I'm going to place myself behind the one that Upri is fighting.
All right, so you make your way through the crowd. How are you doing that?
How high are the boxes?
We're in the lobby now.
I mean,
No, we're not. We're
so
still
you're
in the
in
theater.
Oh,
the
never
standing room area.
Yeah.
The boxes are maybe 15 feet up.
Okay, so I can't like...
No,
It's like
not easily.
monkey bars across them.
No.
I'm going to try and just like get close to the wall, I guess. And like skirt along the wall if there's any like things on the wall that I can like jump on and like kind of parkour my way across. I'll do that.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. An 8.
All right. So you survey the room and you realize there isn't much to grab onto. The architecture here is very smooth. Lots of blocky, straight right angles and nothing to grab onto.
Okay.
So instead you try to make your way through the crowd, but because of all the chaos, you're getting pushed back from the crowd. So you can only make your way about halfway through the crowd towards Upri.
Ugh. Okay.
All right. Upri, you are getting 2 more tentacle attacks. A 19 will hit again. So do that Constitution saving throw.
22.
You save, so it just has you grappled.
No damage?
The damage that you take will be 9 bludgeoning.
Halved to 4.
All right. And that's when the big boss enters the room and starts ripping people apart. So the 2 from the doorway have now fully entered the crowd and now are tearing through it. Salvador, what are you doing?
Now that they're tearing through, since Call Lightning is a cloud of 60-foot radius, I can choose anywhere in that 60 feet to cast a lightning bolt. So I'm going to cast it on the 2 bosses that just walked in.
All right.
So they'll have to do a dexterity saving throw of 16.
I think that they do not have enough dexterity to save after rolling a 3. They do not.
I have a plus 13.
They have a plus 0 and a minus 1.
Okay.
So they're both going to fail.
So I'm going to use my last Channel Divinity to roll max damage of 30 lightning. And I missed this part, but Thunderbolt Strike, which is a part of my cleric thing, whenever I deal lightning damage to a creature large or smaller, they get pushed 10 feet away from me.
All right.
So they're going to get pushed 10 feet towards the door.
Beautiful.
Get out of here.
You are grappled, but not paralyzed. What would you like to do? So your movement is 0,
But I can still womp.
but you can still womp.
I'm gonna womp.
Womp, womp, womp.
Okay, I'll get
You
that one
should
later.
have advantage. But no.
Alright. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit. Does, yes.
Alright. Facefucker B takes 6 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Ooh, that's a nat 20.
All right, crit on him.
Math is hard. 5, 5, and 5. 15 bludgeoning damage. And then I'll pull out my trusty throwing axe again and throw that at a different one. Try to get attention from the crowd. We'll say C. Does an 11
What was
does
that?
an 11 hit?
What was that? No, no, it does not.
Perfect.
All
I'll
right.
pull it back after it probably takes down an innocent bystander.
Probably. At this point, the body count is in the double digits for sure. Maybe approaching the triples.
I mean, they were all rich, so who cares?
Do I see Sal or anyone?
Yeah, you can see Sal. He's just on the other side of the person that you just whomped on.
Yeah.
Sal, what's the plan, Sal?
We got to get out of here.
Okay.
That's
All right.
so constipated.
You see the one facefucker is wrapped around somebody's face. It seems content doing that. And the other one that had tried to go for Sal is going to again attempt to do so. I roll a 17. Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, we did.
No.
So that means it is going to hit you. I need you to take a decent amount of damage.
It's a good thing I'm so strong and anti-squish.
20 points of bludgeoning damage, and you feel it wrap around your neck. Your vision goes out.
Oof.
And it covers your mouth and nose.
No.
I thought you passed out, but now it
You
just covers
cannot
your face.
breathe or see.
Just call lightning on yourself.
Yancey,
Yeah, that'll turn out well.
what would you like to do?
How far away am I to upbringing them?
So you're just about approaching the crowd of people. So you're about 50 feet.
All right, so I'm gonna run my speed, which is 30, and then I'm gonna Misty Step to where Upri is.
Right. So you misty step right into the center of the action.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
And I'm gonna look at what the hell's going on.
I don't know, but we need to get out of here.
You see a tentacle wrapped around Upri.
And with my bonus action, I'm going to use Hex on that tentacle.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Do. With Hex bonus action, is it just guaranteed? Or it doesn't say I have a roll.
Hex just, it basically does a thing that causes the target to roll. Oh no, it just adds 1d6 necrotic damage to any damage you do
I think
to
you
it.
still have your action, because isn't Misty Step a bonus action? So you could womp it.
Oh, I did. It is.
Good call.
I don't know. I just said that. I'm sorry. Oh, you're right. Thank you for knowing my character more than I do. All right. And then with that, I'm going to just Eldritch Blast it. A 14. Does a 14 and or a... No, sorry. 12 or a 18 hit?
The 18 will hit.
All right. So that's 1d10 plus 4. And that is going to be for a total of 14. And since I already used my bonus action to Misty Step, I'm assuming I can't use Hex.
Correct.
Yeah, right.
All right.
All right. Ben, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try and push through this crowd. And as you do so, you're mumbling to himself, "The fucking magic! I wish I could just pop over there."
All right. So you are going to start pushing your way through the crowd. Give me another acrobatics check.
Can I not acrobatics and just dexterity my way over? Just
can.
try to like weave through the crowd. It's supposed to like
Yeah, you're
jump
slowly
and spin.
making.
And...
You made it about halfway through. So you have like another 25 feet to go.
9.
Okay. So that will get you like just to the edge of where the live bodies end and the dead bodies begin. So you are like in that area where all of the creatures are killing people.
And is that just my movement, or is that a
That's
dash?
just your
as well?
movement.
Okay, I'm gonna dash then to get on the other side as a dash as a bonus action to get on the other side of the thing with Upri, and then I'll attack it
All right.
with my short sword.
So does that mean that that thing is flanked now because I'm next
Yes,
to
it
it?
is.
Yeah. Does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, cool. Now I don't get to add my spicy numbers because I haven't analyzed it yet because I've been using my bonus actions to run. Let's see. This one and this one. That is a 13 piercing damage.
13?
Yeah.
All right. You see that it is gushing both blood and that pinky green pus from its face.
Brilliant.
All right. Now that all four of you are in the mix, I'm going to say that at this point, you've all attracted enough attention to warrant an attack. So, Upri, make a Constitution saving throw.
Haha, 26.
All right. So it is going to try to squeeze you and use its poison barbs. It is going to squeeze you for 10 bludgeoning damage, but you pass your Constitution saving throw and are not poisoned. But you are
Finally.
still grappled by it.
Of course.
All right, Yancey, you duck under a tentacle that comes from behind you.
Whoa.
Ren, you see a tentacle shoot out just as you're stepping over a body, shoot out and slap down on the ground to the left of your foot.
Dodge, 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 dodge.
And Salvador, you
Can't see shit.
see two of these creatures. Oh no, you don't see anything. You don't see anything.
But what I smell is
So-
worse.
You smell two of these creatures.
Salvador, you're feeling like suffocated. You cannot see, you're disoriented, and then you just feel a whack into your abdomen. You're gonna take 8 bludgeoning damage. All right, Salvador, it is your turn.
So am I suffocating right now?
Mechanically, no, you just feel like you are.
Great.
So somehow you're receiving oxygen.
This thing is it's an aqua lung. Oh my goodness.
But your lungs are not moving.
And it's currently inside of my
And
mouth.
it is currently down your throat.
I'm going to try to. Oh, I don't want to rip it out because I imagine there are backwards barbs, and I'll do something. Can I just try to stab it?
You can try stabbing it. You will do so with disadvantage.
Because
Because you can kind of make out where its body is, but there are several other tentacles that you cannot tell where they are.
But
it has many tentacles.
it's around my neck and
Yeah.
around my face.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, but I also can't see.
You can't see. So you're doing everything by hoping that you don't hit into another tentacle.
Can I speak?
Nope.
No speaking. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to hit it, but I'm gonna use my advantage from my rest to
Okay. To have regular roll.
have a regular roll, which I don't know.
Just one dice. It's regular.
Oh, just yeah, you're right.
My 2 dice regular roll.
Yes. No, that's only a 10, which fails.
It does not.
Oh, doesn't? Oh, great.
It has an AC lower than 10.
Great. So I'm gonna use. I have something called Divine Strike, which lets me add a D8 to my attack.
Let go. Let go.
So that's 6 points of slashing damage and 8 points of thunder damage.
So you drive your dagger? You have a dagger?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take your dagger and you drive it into where you think that this thing is. You feel it sink into the flesh, and then you feel the warmth of the pus dripping down your hand as its grip on you relaxes. And the tentacle that is down your throat begins to slide out slowly, causing you to gag.
This is grosser than I could ever imagine.
Why are you doing this?
So it drops to the floor, having been inside of you.
A shudder.
And do you have any bonus attacks? Bonus actions?
I can cast Healing Word as a bonus action, so I'm going to do that to myself.
All right.
I just need to find out what spells I have left to cast that. I'm going to do a 4th level Healing Word to myself. Do.
And that word is yuck.
Yeah, it's
Literally just vomiting.
that was my last Healing Word. That's my last thing you did whenever we were fighting the dolls. But my amount that I get back is 5 plus 3 plus 4. That's 12 points of healing damage to 12 points of healing to me. Not healing damage.
All
I can see now?
And you can see now.
And I
you
can
can
run away?
breathe. And you can move. And
Okay, I'm gonna
that
try
thing
to.
is no longer inside of you.
Are you still grappled? Okay. Do you think?
I can get out?
Okay, I'm gonna
Pretty
try to
sure.
run for an exit.
All right. So you run towards. You want to go down the center, left, or right?
Away from the monsters.
All right.
To the right, because I don't think there are monsters to the
Cool.
right.
So you go to the right side door. You make your way out into the lobby. People are trying to push past everything. People are fleeing out that door. You make your way with them. Upri. What are you doing? You are grappled.
I'm gonna ungrapple with a strength saving throw, right?
Yep.
Which is advantage because angry.
Yes.
21.
That'll do it. So you burst out of the tentacle. It snaps off of you.
And then I love me some chaos, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to hit it with my axe of wonder. 23 hit
Yes, it does.
for a whopping. Oh, all right. 10 slashing damage,
All right.
and then Oh, work. How much damage does lightning bolt do?
It does 3d10.
And it needs to make a dex save.
All right.
DC 16.
I rolled
Wait, lightning bolt?
Yeah.
That's different than call lightning.
Oh,
Let me check. Lightning bolt does 8d6,
work.
and it's a 100-foot long line, 5 feet wide.
What?
So you shoot a lightning bolt.
A lightning. You said lightning bolt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Right
shoots
through
a
the
line.
crowd?
Yep.
Through the crowd. Rips through.
Which direction are you facing?
Yeah, where?
Can I get 2 of them? I'll say B and C.
You are kind of in that central area, so the 2 that just came in through the door are in that area too.
Sure.
Yeah, so you could probably get 2 of them.
Yeah.
All right.
They all make dex saves or
Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
okay, DC 16.
And half the crowd.
And how much damage?
I rolled a 10,
It's 8d6.
a 10, and a 19.
Oh, the 19 passes, the 10 fails.
All right. The one that had you grappled is just obliterated with this shoot of lightning. It just rockets through it. Its body just blasts open.
So the one that passed take 20, and then every member of the crowd who failed takes 40 lightning.
All right. So there's nobody still alive there, though.
Word!
Because you're facing towards the door.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Just deep fry a crowd.
Not where people are running
All right.
towards.
Yeah, they're running.
They're
to the
running
left or
away
right.
from this area.
Okay.
So that one's dead.
Yep.
So yeah, that one is very dead, and the other one, which is the fully formed one, that seems a little bit more beefy, takes half damage. All right, so you have taken down 1.
Then I book it towards Sal.
All right, so you run out
Come on, you
through
only go,
the
get-
right side door.
The Warrens. Right? Oh, shit. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, you didn't. Wink, wink.
Yancey.
What I am going to do is I'm first going to run out of close to where Sal is, and that's 30 feet.
Okay.
And
So you just did dodge one, so you are gonna invoke an opportunity attack.
I'm just you didn't let me finish.
Well, dodging lets you run, but they have disadvantage if they try to attack you while you're running away.
Oh, then I'll do that.
Well, you can just use your action to disengage.
Yeah, that
You
too.
can use your action to disengage, yes, and then run.
No, I don't want to. I have a plan. So I'm gonna do what I said. I'm running towards where Sal is.
All right. You will be hit by one, so you are gonna take
Wait, I have a
10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, that's fine. But my reaction is Hellish Rebuke.
All right. So you hellish rebuke it. So after you feel the tentacle hit the square of your back, you turn around and point at it, rebuking it. It does a Constitution save.
At the first level, yes, a dex of 15.
All right. It is going to fail with a 3.
That means that I can hit it with... Sorry, I haven't done this in so long that I'm trying to figure out. So it's 2d10s. Oops. That's going to be 6 damage.
All right.
But how close am I to these big boss? To the 2 big boss monsters?
You're running away from them.
Yes, but still, how far away are they?
So you run as far as you want to run from them. Up to your speed. So how far are you running towards those side doors?
30.
All right, so you're about 40 from them.
That works. What I'm going to do is cast Banishment, and I can do it on both of them. And they both need to make a Charisma saving throw of 15.
It means Horace is going to reappear.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's okay.
Horse is way down there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's away in the hall. It's not a big deal.
It's a wisdom save.
Charisma.
Charisma. Oh, they have -3. A 12 and a 16.
Well, that means one of them gets banished.
Okay, 1.
And then...
Horseback.
And then
In the
with
distance, you hear a noob screaming.
No, they're in the
I'm
closet.
kidding. She's hiding in the closet. She's hiding in the closet.
with my bonus attack, though, I'm just gonna use Hex on them, and I'm gonna use Maddening Hex. So that's 1d6 plus 4. So that's 9 damage.
All right.
Did the developed or underdeveloped one get banished?
That was the fully formed one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Boop.
All right. So the one that you hellish rebuked does another necrotic on it. Okay.
So that's 9 damage.
Beautiful. All right, you're in the door. The right exit. Ren, what are you doing?
What, double dash?
All right, are
Dash,
you going to
dash, regular.
disengage?
You're right. I'm gonna No, I'm not engaged with one because the one that I was engaged with blew up. Was hit by a lightning bolt.
No, there was another one that targeted you.
Oh. Okay, so it walked up to me. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine, I will bonus action disengage, and then I will dash with my action to move 60 feet.
All right. So you all make it through this doorway.
Upbury still has it. Upbury's still there.
No, I ran.
Oh, you did?
Upbury ran.
Yeah,
I
just
ran
kidding.
after
My
the
bad.
last-
You're the last one.
Yeah, I ran.
I'm the fastest.
You're the last
so-
one, Ren.
That's true.
You are like bolting past them. Like they were like making their way through. They just got to the door and you just like burst out into the lobby.
You know how
Okay.
you like walk through crowds and you're like weaving?
Yeah.
I'm doing that at a sprint.
Yeah. Arms out
Terminator
backwards.
2. Yeah.
I am not Naruto running.
Making your way downtown.
Vanessa Carlton passes.
So you burst out into the
Not a
lobby.
piano.
People are running towards an exit door to the right side of the lobby. You hear out of the theater. There's more people screaming.
God damn it.
Like outside, when we're in the lobby of the street.
Towards the left. So behind you.
Well, this city's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Where do we go?
Yeah, where do you go? What are you doing?
What do we do?
Oh, wait, everyone. So homegirl Anoop said that the person that Anoop said the person that we're looking for, whose name begins with a Z,
You mean Vladlin?
Vadlin.
Is Vladlin?
Part of a Z.
Zablin.
Vadlin is going to be at the Warrens, and there's something about a lover being behind a flower.
Good, cool. Good enough for me.
We'll figure it out on the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do we get this? Let's just book it out of here, and then we'll reorient ourselves and find a way down to the lower levels.
Weren't there stairs in the middle of the stage?
Do you want to go back in there?
Oh, that's fair. No, I do not.
All right.
I guess
So
we're
let's
just going to
go
have to make our way through.
Downtown.
Yeah.
Walking fast.
Making our way through downtown.
So you exit through the right side of the lobby and you out in the side garden. People are pushing past throughout into the streets, screaming, yelling, running, just trying to get as far away from there as possible. Where would you like to go? How would you like to go
Are
about
we still
this?
engaged in combat?
No, we are out of combat.
All right, I'm going to quickly cast False Life on myself so I can get some points of... And that is... I just hit the max.
Ren will like dash ahead since I'm faster than everybody.
All right.
And like scope out a clear path that doesn't have a lot of people, but also no monsters.
All right.
And like wave everybody over in directions. And if we can get back to Horace's house, could be a place to hunker down for at least just to like catch a breath, make a plan,
Take a
maybe
short
take
rest.
a short rest.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. All right.
All right. So you're going to turn towards the front of the theater to make your way towards Horace's.
Maybe go like the long way around.
The long way around.
The scenic route, as one
All right.
might say.
So you go up against the edge of the upper city. So you're right up against that railing that is along the perimeter of the upper city. You can see the lower and middle districts below you. And you are going to skirt that wall towards Horace's house. So as you are skirting the perimeter of the upper city, I'm going to need you all to make stealth checks.
Yes.
17.
13.
12.
15.
All right. So what we are now entering is a mechanic that I would like to call defend, fight, hide, or flee. Based on your actions in the upcoming events, you will be presented with several challenges. Succeeding on those challenges in one of those 4 ways is how you make your way into the Warrens. So you have to successfully make your way into the Warrens by either defending an area until the chaos calms down enough, fighting your way through enemies, hiding from them, so what you are currently doing is hiding, or just plain on running. So that is a success for hiding as you make your way towards Horace's estate. What you notice first is that the guard is missing from the front gate.
Ew.
And now we can act?
Yeah.
Okay. Not a good sign that he's left his post.
Yeah, is this a good idea to like stay here, or should we just keep running?
Are there any lights on in the house?
There are.
So Maya's probably there.
Is it defensible, this house, or is there like lots of floor-to-ceiling windows?
Lots of floor-to-ceiling windows, but they are high off the ground with hedges beneath them. Basically, the foundation is quite raised off the ground.
Gotcha. Stairs. Yeah.
But do we see anyone in there?
You don't see anybody from the gate.
Is there a lot of commotion around us in the street right now?
No.
I say we move in quiet like.
Yeah.
See what things are like inside.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll approach quietly,
Okay.
peeking in windows and such.
So you quietly make your way towards Horace's home. There are lights on, but you do not hear anybody inside. You make your way to the front door.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to enter?
I'm gonna listen at the door.
Listening? Alright, so you listen to the door, and you don't hear anything on the other side.
I think we're clear. And I'll slowly open it, peek in.
Right? So the door creaks open, and you peek in through the foyer. You don't see anybody.
All right, let's go. Sneak in.
Alright, you make your way into Horace's house. As you get deeper into the house, you realize that there is nobody here. The lights were just left on.
Oh,
That's dangerous.
let's turn them out.
Yeah, turn off all the lights.
I know. Being a homeowner, you better turn off those damn lights.
Is it electricity or is it just flame?
Oil lamps.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh my.
I mean, Horace wasn't especially keen, I'll say that, on things in general. He didn't seem like the most sharp fellow.
Gotcha.
He can probably afford it. I mean, he had 500 in that one safe.
He's dead now, in case
Oh.
you two didn't. Yeah, his face split open like the ones. Yeah, it wasn't pleasant.
Gross.
I had to banish him.
Yeah, it was weird.
Hopefully it
Really-
looks okay.
Doubt it.
Yeah, maybe she found some courage, but
I told her to hide in a broom closet, and I think she'll be fine.
yeah, as long as she holds it closed.
Anyway, yeah, we'll go around turning off all the lights to see as inconspicuous as possible.
Alright. So you go around, you turn off all of the oil lamps around the house, and do a perimeter check. As you're doing so,
Barricade the doors.
you'd like to barricade the doors?
Yeah. Put some big heavy furniture
All right.
in front of the doors.
Would you each give me a survival check?
I'm going to use that thing that you gave me to have one more.
Well, that only lasts a day, and I think you used it from whenever we fell asleep in the house. And you didn't,
fall asleep again.
You didn't fall asleep the second time because you were in the backstage with Ren.
Okay, well,
I rolled a 1.
I forgot what I rolled. so I have to roll again. That was a 19.
All right.
I got 25.
15.
25, 15. All right. So you do a pretty good job of barricading as best as possible. It's not the most defensible house, but hopefully the height of the windows off the ground gives you something to work with. So you're able to cover up most of the lower sections of the windows on the ground floor, barricade the front and back door, as well as the side patio. And then you wait.
Yeah, we should... I'm whispering so that, we make as little noise as possible. We should have somebody watching each door entrance, and then we should keep quiet so we can hear any breaking windows, things like that.
All right.
Just take a breath, take a little rest, and then we'll kind of, once things have calmed down outside, maybe we'll make a plan to get to the Warrens.
So there, the bedroom, whenever I offered to clean up Horace's bedroom, I would have done that so that the windows are fixed now. And it's slightly cleaned up.
I mean, that's at least on the second floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the second
Yeah.
floor. But I'm guessing if they came in... Oh, no, I guess that person might have just come in the ground floor. But, yeah, keeping an eye out for flying things.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Well, do we take a short rest now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all wait. An hour goes by.
Get the max.
I didn't take a lick of damage in that hole.
Oh, man.
I did it into that last part,
thing.
and I just got it all back. Plus my temp hit. I'm Gucci.
2 hours go by.
And my spell slots.
Do we see any business on the road? Like anybody running around? Guards, maybe? The military?
After 2.5 hours, you start to hear some people screaming outside. You start to hear glass crashing, the splintering of wood, and then slowly, as if it's a wave, rolling towards you, the noise builds. One estate, 15 minutes later, the next estate, 15 minutes later, the next estate.
I would probably... we should get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
And head that direction. The direction which the noise is not coming from. It seems like there are way more of them than we anticipated, and they are going from house to house. So we should head that direction and hopefully find a way down into the lower city.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure the locks are open at this point. The checkpoints.
I hope so.
I didn't think about that.
That or they'll lock down the city and we're absolutely fucked.
Right? Shit.
So we'd have to go back towards the opera house to get to... Or we could try to find if there's like a stairwell on around where the noble quarters are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Can we just scale down?
The sheer...
The sheer cliff.
Or can we take a gondola just all the way down?
I think to get to the gondola, we'd have to go back towards the opera house.
Well, is there anything on the map that would designate a way to get down in the direction that we want to head? Away from the noise?
So, you know the two official entrances to the upper city. Those are by gondola.
Mm-hmm.
However, you did arrive through a secluded entrance through the theater.
Right.
You could suppose that there may be others, but they are not officially present.
Or known to us.
Right. So that's
Or
not
known
really
to
a
you.
lot of help to get us down.
Can we check the purple carrot? What's the name of the bar?
The purple goat?
Goat.
The purple goat. Is the purple goat in the direction that we were hoping to go? Or is it in the other direction?
It is. It is towards that direction.
Do you
It
think...
wouldn't hurt.
Yeah. We could head that way, or we could skirt the long way around past Kune's house and like try to circle by the temple and go the opposite.
We could try maybe swing around, depending on how big it is.
Yeah.
I just want to see if Zahir... Is that the person that you said his name was?
Yeah, it's here.
Maybe he knows something that we could get out the city. He seems like he knows something.
He sure does.
You do have a connection at the Purple Goat.
Bah, sheep.
Okay. Off to the Purple Goat then.
Should we take any supplies from here? Like, he did have gin, which we could use as an explosive and light on fire. Whilst I was saying this, he grabs a bottle of gin.
Okay.
Is there any money left?
Would you like to spend time searching
No.
for money as
Yeah, we gotta go.
screaming is approaching?
I wish I'd done it earlier.
All right. Where do you want to go to exit the house? Front, back, side?
The side that's away from the noise.
Okay. So the side patio door will go away from the noise towards the Purple Goat. So you move the furniture that you had placed in front as a barricade. It screeches across the parquet floor. And you open the door. You push out into the garden along the side. There is a back gate of the estate that is a little bit more secluded and hidden and would get you closer to the Purple Goat.
Okay.
So you make your way out through that gate and you start to make your way down the street again. Can you all give me a stealth check?
11.
Also 11.
Also 11.
17.
Great.
All right. So you begin to make your way down the street towards the Purple Goat. And you hear people running down one of the streets as you are going in parallel. And as you're kind of trying to quietly make your way through, that noise of the people running is gaining on you. So each time you pass a block, it's closer. Until eventually, you catch a glimpse of it. And they're not people. Or at least, not anymore. And they see you.
Oh no.
There's a whole mob.
As several of these tentacle-faced creatures start to sprint down the street towards you. What do you do?
Yeah, I feel like we would have been moving quicker before that. But yeah,
All right,
booking it.
give me a dexterity check.
Check. Jeez.
10.
5.
9.
4.
What?
We're dead.
All right, so you start running down the street. They still have a block to go to get to you, but as you are running down the next block, you see them turn the corner and they are starting to gain on you. So you start running faster.
I got an idea.
You're running down towards the Purple Goat, and that's when you're cut off. You see another group of these creatures shamble out into the road that you're on. You're still about a block away from them, but you see, and you are now pinned between the two, one at either end of the block.
What buildings are we near?
Houses.
Into a house.
To defend? To hide?
To run through the house. Through the other side, probably.
Oh, okay.
Just slow 'em
so
down.
we just get off this road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
So you run up to the front of the house. The gate is left unlocked. How do you enter?
I slam Fern into the front door.
Okay, you don't even check if it's locked. You just slam. Give me a strength check.
22.
Okay, you burst down that door. It crashes to the ground. It like echoes through the neighborhood.
Oops.
You burst into the foyer. Where are you heading? Just to the back of the house?
Back
Yeah.
door.
Yeah.
Okay, so you run through the house. You see that there are people sitting in the living room. They get up and start yelling at you, but you just keep going. You bash through the back door out into the backyard.
I will yell at them. Get out! Follow us!
They're just screaming at you. They are so disoriented and confused. They're screaming at you.
Look
You
out
go
the front
through the
door.
back door. You go out into the backyard. You see that on the other end of their yard, there's a back gate. You can burst through there on the other side of the street. You're 2 blocks from the Purple Goat.
Unhindered blocks so far.
So far.
Make our way to the Purple Goat quickly as possible.
Sprinting, yeah.
Sprint.
All right. So you start sprinting down another side street towards the Purple Goat.
And I'm not going to wait. I'm going to go as fast as I can.
So
to
you're,
get there.
you're running out ahead of
Right,
us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you are now approaching the Purple Goat. As you see down to the left at the end of the block, they are starting to catch up with you. So they've turned down towards the street that the Purple Goat is on. And you get to the front door.
I'm going to burst through if it's open.
All right. Give me a strength check.
Oh, God.
Can I
10.
I want to say, can I be right behind you since I can misty step each? I can.
I mean, I got a speed of 40.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not.
you're all running together.
Perfect. I see Ren throw his elbow against the door and fail, and then I just throw Fern.
I mean, I rolled a 10. Is it
Behind
10?
A 10, you bash into the door.
So it's locked. I mean, like, I would try to open the door.
You try to open the door. Okay,
like,
cool.
but like without
With
stopping,
force,
with
yeah.
with like throwing the door
Fluidly.
open.
It is locked.
Okay.
Wait, so this is the Purple Tavern?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess we don't want to break it.
Well, it doesn't matter at this point.
All right. Fern just slams into it next to your head.
Yeah.
That's another 22 strength.
All right, so you burst down this door as well. It crashes to the floor, and you make your way into the tavern.
Is there
It's
anybody in here?
Dead. It's quiet.
It's like 10 o'clock at night. Although I guess it's a weeknight as well.
And also, there's a horde of creatures
Yeah.
storming the city.
Real killer for business, I say.
Yeah.
I'll look at Ren. Plan D. Time to climb.
Do you want,
How far is his house?
it's only a couple minutes away.
Should we at least check to see if there's anything that could help us in the purple? I want to say carrot.
It's
Goat.
Is there a Winchester rifle above the bar?
So as you are you like now fanning out
no.
or
I don't think so.
entering? Are you just standing in the lobby?
Yeah. I
Harper,
just-
can you put this door? I'll try to mend it while we're talking.
Oh, okay. I'll hold it up.
Okay, you hold the
just
door
go.
up. Salvador casts mending.
It takes a minute, so while you're talking,
Okay,
I'll
so
be
you start
focusing.
casting mending.
We don't have a minute. They're like down the block. They're like a block away. They're gonna be here in like seconds.
Yeah.
So we need to just keep running.
Okay.
Okay.
So we checked. Nobody's here. We keep going.
Yeah, okay.
And that's when, Sal, you feel an arm grab you and pull you into some curtains
Ooh.
near the lobby. And then you feel the lips on yours.
Well, this is nice.
And they embrace you and hug you tightly. You can feel them trembling. And that's where we're gonna end this episode.
Oh, this is getting better and better for Sal.
And with that, we bring today's chilling tale of loss and tragedy to a close. Thank you all for joining us on this journey into the abyss, and we hope you enjoyed this episode of Shadows of Prophecy. Join us next time as an entire crowd of aristocrats awakens to their own looming bloodbath. Oh yes. A special thank you to our generous patrons, JayCeeAitch, Chris B, and Maggie Z, whose unwavering support keeps the candles burning bright here at Goblin Forge. We'd also like to express our gratitude to Scrubcast for their exceptional sound mastering, music, and effects. They have been invaluable in bringing our story to life. And of course, a big thank you to our talented players, Kendrick, Russell, Chris, and Dan. We're thrilled to have you on board and can't wait to see where our adventures take us next. Our theme song, written by my brother, the talented electronic vapor soul artist Lusk, sets the perfect tone for our podcast. Make sure to check out their latest album. Thank you, Audra, for Como Rebby. This podcast is a Goblin Forge production. Follow us on Instagram at goblin_forge_TTRPG and join our Discord community. If you enjoy our podcast, which of course you do, consider becoming one of our patrons at patreon.com/goblin_forge, where you can find free bonus content, including handouts, encounter maps, and adventure guides. Your support means the world to us. Lastly, please leave us a 5-star review on your podcast platform of choice. It helps us get the word out and share our stories with even more listeners. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time for another unforgettable performance, and to find out how the fuck we get ourselves out of this mess.